Hello everyone, this is Kanishka in front of you. I am here to take the interview of Mr. Deepak Jain. And now I want to take the interview of Mr. Jain. So Mr. Jain, I am curious to know about that, is religion a problem or a confusion?
That's what you want to know from my side, right?
Yes, sir.
So are you really curious to know about it?
Yeah, very.
So when you think of religion, do you really get confused?
Yeah, that's why I'm
Both of
asking.
you?
Yes.
Okay. So let me tell you, your question is that religion, right? Religion is a solution of all the problems, or does it create problems, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's the question, and that's a nice question. I must tell you, I must reply this about religion. Actually, your question is a genuine question, because obviously many people consider religion as good, but when you see the world, there are so many sectarian war. Do you know about that? Because they are caused by the religion. We actually name them sectarian war. Okay, and actually these war are broken out just because of the religion in the world, not only in India. And you must also know that India and Pakistan were divided just based on the religion. Everybody knows that, right?
Yes, sir.
So your question was, does it create peace? Does it create harmony among the people? Or does it create hatred?
Yes.
Because there are wars. So that is, it must be the reason behind the question, right? Because you also see the war happening or breaking out, right?
Yes,
The
sir.
sectarian war I am talking of. So does it create harmony or does it create the hatred, right? That's the question. Here I must tell you my views, my personal views about it. Obviously, when we talk about the religion, see, first of all, people must know the meaning of religion, the definition of religion. Here, if I ask you that what religion is, do both of you know the definition of religion? That now my question is to you is this.
No, sir.
You don't know, right? So see, if you do not know the definition of religion, then how can you delve into it? And not only you, I'm cocksure, and I have seen it. Many people aren't aware of the definition of religion, and I have seen them fighting by the name of religion. There are so many spats, quarrels are there, right? Whereas if you ask those people that what's the definition of religion, they say no, right? That's the problem. Actually, in my personal opinion, religion does not have and should not have any name. When you name it, then the problem, which problem arises is that it is mine and it is mine. Whereas the religion doesn't belong to anybody.
Yes, sir.
Religion doesn't belong to anybody, and if religion is there, it belongs to everybody, right? Because the religion is one and should be one, right? If you relate religion to God, everybody must know, and everybody knows that God is only one. So is the religion. But when you divide it and when you claim that it is mine, then the problems occur, right? Then obviously when you divide anything and when you claim that this is mine and this is yours, like that, and mine is better and yours is worse, so then obviously it will create hatred, right? Religion means what? The truth
Yeah.
and the righteousness, right? Or the justice. Where there is justice, there is religion. Where there is truth, there is religion. Where there is righteousness, the virtues are there is religion, right? But when you name it, like what is the name of religion? When you name it, then the problem occurs, right? If you, let's say, name it, and when you also say that mine is better or the best, then obviously it will offend the other people, will it not? It will offend the other people. It will be offensive if you just claim that my way is the highway.
Yes, sir.
That's what I personally believe. I have seen it. And before fighting by the name of religion, first you must know the definition of religion, and you should also have the complete knowledge of that particular religion. Because when you say my religion is the best. You can say this only if you have the knowledge of other religion as well.
Yes, sir.
Then otherwise, how can you just say assertively that my religion is the best? Right?
Yes.
So that is why, I don't name the religion. No matter in which religion I am born. But now, at this point of my life, I have come out of it. Okay? So I don't give it a name. I am absolutely neutral. And there would be many people, they would just ask you to believe, right? In whatever the religion you are, just believe and just follow it blindfoldedly, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why, because actually many people try to run their shops by the name of religion. So obviously they would want that you to stick to the same, right? Same product.
Yes, sir.
Getting the point?
Yes.
So it is just like kind of a business. That's what I say. So people actually should not make it a business. If they will make it a business, then they are going to create the problems among the people. So the religion is dividing the people. And I know, if you know the right definition of religion, or not only you, anybody, whosoever knows the right definition of religion will not be divided.
Yes.
Okay, then the problems will not be there. So religion is not a problem, religion is the solution of the problems, right? But if it teaches you harmony, if it teaches you love, affection, unity, right? But if it divides, actually religion doesn't divide you. These are the people who divide you by the name of religion. That's the problem. That's what my opinion is. If you have any interjection, any contradiction, or if you are contrary to it or anything, you can raise your questions.
Yeah. So, sir, are you not believe in religion?
Do you not believe?
Yeah, do you not believe in religion?
Okay, let me tell you, as I already said, because first of all you must know what religion is. Now I have known that what religion is. So I believe in the religion, but I don't name it. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, religion means you have to do only the good deeds in your life. Religion means that you not to commit any misdeed. And many people just commit misdeeds by the name of religion itself. Whereas religion means is that you not to commit any misdeed, such as stealing, hurting somebody, and looting somebody, robbing somebody. Right? That's what the religion is. And there are certain, conflicts. If you talk about religion, then certain conflicts are there, right? So actually, before fighting on those conflicts, you should have knowledge of that. Whether is it right or wrong, right? Okay? Such as, example. Should I set some examples?
Yeah. Sir.
Okay, in different religions, different beliefs are there. Example, among the Hindus, the dead bodies are burnt.
Right.
Among the Muslims, they are buried.
Yes.
Right? So what is right, what is wrong, you should delve into that rather than fighting, rather than disliking, right?
Yes.
And in the among the Muslims or Christianity or Sikhism, having the non-veg food is allowed, right? They
Yes,
eat.
sir.
Fine. Among the Hindus, and even that is not among all, some people have
Yeah.
that belief, right?
Yes.
So they don't have non-veg, and they actually dislike the meat eaters,
Yes. Sir.
right?
Yes.
So first of all, before fighting or before bringing any acrimony, you should delve into it, whether eating the non-veg is a sin or not. So you should have an argument or kind of a healthy debate on it,
Yes, sir.
right?
Okay, sir.
Then you should conclude if you are able to prove
Okay,
and
sir.
if you are able to win, right? After that, then you should, because otherwise what is right, what is wrong, you will never be able to get to know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I wanna say.
Okay, so
Got it?
Okay, sir. So my second question is this:
Hmm.
should we allow girl for study after the getting married?
Okay, after the girls get married,
Yes.
should we allow them to do the study? or to do the jobs also?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, obviously we should allow. What's wrong in this? Because if the girls wanna study, because obviously, see, if you want that the girls to do the jobs, then they will definitely have to meet the requirement of the job. Only then they will be, hired, right? If their skills match, if they don't have the skills, then how would they be able to get the jobs? How will it be possible to get the jobs in that case? So their skills must match the jobs or the requirement or the prerequisites of the jobs, right? So obviously, let's say they didn't do proper study before their marriage, or actually they have some deficiency, so they will have to make it up. Then they will have to meet the expectation of the recruiter, right? So in that case, yes, they will have to go through the further study, and there is nothing wrong in that. What's wrong in it? And after that, if they deserve, then they will definitely have to take up the jobs as well.
So why family denied to do job means her in-laws family.
If they don't allow them,
Yeah.
then
No, why they don't allow?
why don't they allow?
Yeah.
Because obviously if they belong to any orthodox family, then they will not allow them, right? Because sometimes they have doubt on that lady, so in that case they don't allow, right? If they are skeptical by nature, then it also becomes the cause they don't allow the ladies to go out, right? And sometimes they also think we are earning enough money and we don't require any extra money, so then they think that why should we allow the lady to go out, right? Sometimes they also have the fear of insecurity. So in two ways: first, that they are skeptical by nature, right? And the second is, if the lady would start earning money, then she will not remain docile, and there is a possibility she will be dominating the husband in future, right? So this is the mentality of those people who are conservative,
Yes.
right? So that also becomes the cause, and that's why they don't allow. But what I personally believe is that they should allow the women to do the work or to do study, right? Because in that case, the condition of your family will be consolidated.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what I personally believe.
Mr. Jain, my next question is that from you, that is reservation good or bad?
Good, you are becoming inquisitive today.
Yeah.
You're asking many or several questions. So you want to know my opinion about the reservation. Is it good or is it bad, right? Actually, it is a lengthy topic, so you have to have patience for that to know about that, okay?
Yes.
Reservation. See, if you simply ask me, is it good or is it bad? Then I must reply, it is bad, okay? But if you know the reason behind that, then it may not be bad, right? If the reason, let's say if I ask you, now answer my question. If I tell you, Kanishka, I murdered a person, is it good or bad? Please answer in one word.
It is bad.
It is bad. Now, if I further tell you, the reason behind it is that that person was actually going to rape a girl. That's why I murdered that. Now, tell me, is it good or bad?
It is good.
It is good. Now, the bad became good,
Yeah.
right? So, before actually saying or before I assert, is it good or bad, you should know the reason. Now I should tell you the reason behind that, okay? After that you will tell me, is it good or bad, okay? Because the birth of reservation happened, the reservation took birth because of the humiliation. Everybody knows that, because there is casteism prevalent in the society, and because of the casteism that our honorable Bhimrao Ambedkar actually fought for it, okay? And he brought it in the constitution. Fine. And he also actually had spoken to Mahatma Gandhi about this. Initially he wanted to get the separate electorate for reservation in the beginning, but actually Mahatma Gandhi didn't actually want to give that separate electorate, okay? Because of separate electorate, India and Pakistan were divided because the Britishers gave it to Muslims, and after that it actually led to the division between India and Pakistan. So if this separate electorate had been given to the people of SC/ST caste, then there could have been a possibility of the division of India, right?
Yes.
Because they could also have asked for a separate nation. I said they could have asked. वे मांग सकते थे, right? Because they were also persecuted, they were also humiliated by the people of higher caste, right? So in that case, if obviously if people are afflicted, then people are not left with any other option. Then they can also demand the separate nation if they don't get the equality,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes.
Untouchability was there. Do you know that?
Yes, sir.
Right? So in that case, if untouchability is there, if people don't respect you, then how would you be able to live among such people? That is my statement, right? So obviously there was a kind of acrimony, there was a kind of antipathy, and that led to hatred then, right?
Yeah.
So that is why Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar fought for it. Mahatma Gandhi denied to give the separate electorate. Then Mr. Bhimrao Ambedkar actually requested Mahatma Gandhi to give the right in the education. So it actually came up in the form of reservation. Okay. So now I must ask you, because there was humiliation, there was persecution. So in that case, they could have demanded for the separate nation. And now I ask you, what is better, the separate nation or the reservation? And second option is about conversion. Because let's say you belong to Hindu community or any community, let's say Christianity, Islam, right, or Buddhism. Suppose in that community you don't get equality, you don't get equal rights, people don't like you, people dislike you, people abhor you, people don't want to touch you, right? People don't allow you to enter their home. Then isn't there a possibility that you may apostate?
Yes.
You may be apostate, right? Then you would actually be converted and leave the religion. So now I ask you, Miss Kanishka and Miss Uma, that if people leave or if people apostate Hindu religion and go in any other religion, would you like it?
No, sir.
If the country is divided, would you like it?
No, sir.
Like Pakistan, there is any other nation, would you like it?
No,
Or
sir.
the third option is reservation. So these three options are there. So if I ask you to choose any one of them, now the ball is in your court. Now I ask you that which option would you choose? Three options are there, that this reservation, separate nation, or that people apostate.
Reservation is good rather than
Best.
divided.
You should say best, because three options were there, right?
Yeah, best.
So reservation is the best. So you yourself admitted that,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So obviously the case is closed here, because you admitted that. So the file is closed.
But now, sir, it's just means students are not able to give that much higher exams like
Yes.
NEET,
Hmm.
IIT, because there are too much reservation, and because of reservation, some seats are not there.
So how can you say? I mean, is there no seat for the upper caste?
No,
Aren't
it
they
is
allowed?
there, but means we have to just work hard rather
Work
than
harder.
work harder
Than
rather
them.
than
So,
them.
then obviously, beta, you will have to pay for that, because actually your ancestors sowed the seed of the misdeed.
Yeah.
So you will have to pay for that. Yes, you will need to work harder. And second thing, because the people of upper caste consider themselves more intelligent than them. Okay, it had been happening from the past. It is inherent. If you don't know, you must know, right?
Yeah.
Because the people of upper caste consider themselves better or greater or erudite, okay, or more intelligent than them. Okay, so then what's wrong in that? If you consider yourself more intelligent than them, then why don't you obtain more marks then? Then obtain more marks and prove, right? And let them come ahead and let them come forth. Okay, let them compete, because the development of the nation depends on on what? See, लेट्स से मेरे दोनों हाथ हैं, ये मेरा एक हाथ बहुत लंबा हो जाए, है ना, और एक छोटा रह जाए, so will you call it a development?
No, sir.
No, right? Second thing is that, beta, because those people belong to Hindu community and there is harmony, okay? But if you create hatred and if you snatch their rights, if you don't let them come ahead, if you create hatred among yourself, then again the same thing is there. Either, I mean, they will ask for a different nation,
Yes, sir.
okay, like this, so, or they will apostate. Then will you like that? No.
No, sir.
So again, then why are you raising this question? That now whatever is happening is just fine, let it be. Try to be greater, try to obtain more marks, good marks,
Yeah.
and go beyond competition.
Yes, sir.
Get the first ranking, right?
Yes, sir.
And also respect those people. Okay, if you again show hatred, right? So by the name of religion, if you show your hatred to the Muslims, and by the name of caste, if you show hatred or acrimony to the people of low caste, then again what the hell are we doing then?
Yes, sir.
Right? Then the nation, can the nation be developed?
No, sir.
Okay, that's what I believe.
Okay. So
I'm not asking you to agree, just you should be convinced if you really like,
Yeah.
or if it is justified.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
okay.
not just because I am saying.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
So my
You
next
also have a question.
Yes, my next question is this: how can we reuse the plastic?
How can we reuse the plastic, right? That's a good question. Are you really concerned about it? Are you anxious about it?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. How can we reuse?
Yes.
Actually, plastic is already being reused. So, I mean, why are you asking that how should it be reused?
Yeah.
Right? Actually, it should be reused, or it should be recycled in such a way that it doesn't harm the nature. But actually, you know the veracity. The veracity is that once the plastic is created, it will definitely harm the environment. You must know that. Let me tell you how. If you bury it in the soil, okay, then it will harm, or it will contaminate the soil.
Yes.
If you throw it in the water, then it will contaminate the water, or there is a possibility it can also stop the flow of water, right? So, and if you burn it, then it would release the harmful gases. Obviously the emission of the harmful gases will be there, right? Then in that case it will harm the ozone layer,
Yes, sir. Yes.
right? So once the plastic is created, it will definitely harm the environment. So actually your question could have been like this: should we create plastic or not? Is plastic indispensable? Indispensable का मतलब समझती हो? मतलब जिसके बिना काम ना चल सके. If do you consider plastic as indispensable? पहले उसके बारे में सोचना. First think of that, ponder over that. Can we run our life without plastic or not? So shall we create it or not? Your question should have been like that. Once it is created, it is like kind of a never ending, कहते हैं ना, kind of, in English there is a word, indelible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amit मतलब समझ रहे हो ना, indelible. Although it is indelible, it is not indelible. But in other, try to read between the line what I mean to say. It can be destroyed, but it will harm the environment before it is getting destroyed. It will not be decomposed like that. Any other question
Yeah.
that you
From my
have?
side, there is one question that AI is good or not?
Okay. Is it good or not? This new technology which is coming, right?
Yes, sir.
AI.
Yes, sir.
Did you say AIS? It is
No,
AI.
AI.
AI. So why did you add S in it?
No.
Okay,
AI.
by mistake maybe.
Yeah.
AI technology is good or bad? First of all, let it come. Then you will get to know the real consequences. So you will get to know the subsequent consequences once it comes, right?
Yes.
But as of now, what I know is that AI is going to be a menace for the human being, right? It is going to be a kind of a danger. Fine,
Yes.
because see, right now many people have the insecurity or a fear of losing the jobs because AI will do all the jobs. Fine, because AI is, I mean, let's say you can imagine that robots would be replacing the humans, right? So obviously many people would lose the jobs, but actually this is the veracity of the world, that people have to be updated, right? If machines come, obviously then many people lose the jobs because the machines are doing the job of many people. But it is the reality. Example, the mobile phone is there, and at several places mobile phone has actually lost, or not lost, mobile phone has snatched the jobs of the people. So does it mean you would stop using the mobile phone?
No, sir.
No. So you will have to accept it, right? Actually AI was created by the people,
Yes.
and after that it actually devoured, or it engulfed the jobs of even those people who created it, because they have created it in such a way. Let's say AI is out of work, out of function, right? And if AI breaks down, then AI can repair itself, right? So then why would it require the humans? Okay, if let's say any AI can create any other AI, then why would it require the humans? Why would it require the humans then? So actually AI was created by some people. After that it devoured the jobs of the same people who created it.
Yes.
Right. Second thing is that the AI is there. After that, right now I am speaking here, right? Okay. And with the help of AI, you can create another Deepak Jain, and let's say somebody spoke something. After that, you can actually change it, and you can actually put my face or replace my face, right? So now you know what problem will arise. People will not get to know that whether is it real or is it fake. So then first of all people will have to see whether it is real or is it fake. Right now actually you come across many videos on Facebook, Instagram, okay? So after AI comes, then on the advent of AI, you will not be able to distinguish. You will have to see, like example, certain videos came in which Sachin Tendulkar was speaking something, whereas it was not Sachin Tendulkar. Although that video was looking fake, it wasn't plausible.
Yes.
But after some time, once that AI gets modified, okay,
Yes.
then you will not be able to isolate. You will not be able to identify.
Yes.
Right? That's the problem. So actually, let me tell, is it really beneficial, or are there disadvantages? What are the advantages and disadvantages? You will get to see once it comes, once it is prevalent.
Yes, sir.
Then you will get to see the reality. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But actually it is being made by keeping the benefits in mind. But actually there are pros and cons in everything,
Yeah.
isn't it? So you will get to see so many advantages and disadvantages of AI in future.
Yes.
Okay, but right now disadvantages are bright, advantages look bleak to me.
Yes, sir. So, sir, my second question is, how should we choose our goal?
How should we choose our goal, right? That's an intelligent question. Okay, I would love to answer it. Before choosing the goal, before you choose your aim, you have to be alert and you have to delve into it, right? And you have to contemplate over it, because it is a question of your life before you choose your aim, right? Because several times people are influenced by other people,
Yes, sir.
and in that case they actually get into the wrong direction, and then they curse their complete life.
Yes, sir.
And before choosing the aim, you should never be influenced. Whatever the aim you choose, it should be the realized aim, not influential aim, right? Because you see in your neighborhood, in your relation, you see that what did other people do, you try to follow the same, and there is a possibility that you may not have that quality in you, because different people are born with their different qualities, because they have their instinctive qualities. Every child is born with his or her instinctive qualities. So you should follow your instinctive qualities before you choose your aim. But how would you get to know which kind of an instinctive qualities do you have, right? That's the question. How would you get to know that what qualities do you have, right? So in that case, I must tell you, before doing, you will never get to know what qualities do you have. Now another question arises, then what should I do? Because I will get to know after doing. So sir, isn't it a risk? Because after doing, I will get to know. So let's say if I do something wrong, then I would be wasting my time,
Yes.
right? But life is always a risk. That is the risk of life. In your life, you will come across many things, many challenges. Everything that you come across comes as a challenge. When you wanted to ride bicycle, right? So did you know how to ride it? But you rode it, right?
Yes.
And you became expert in that. Today you can ride it. Fine. So actually everything, initially in the beginning, even riding the bicycle was like a challenge for you. Got it? So everything, whatever you come across when you play any game, okay, suppose you played cricket in the past, fine. So it was also like a challenge. So being the girl, suppose you played badminton, there is a possibility you played because many girls choose badminton, right? So actually badminton is also a source of career. Fine. So when you play, you get to see. Saina Nehwal was there when she played. Okay. Then she took it as a career. Fine. But after playing, she got to know that whether I can excel in that or not. Can I be an international player or not? So when you play, when you do, then people see the talent in you, and you also get to know your talent in that, because when you will be doing it wholeheartedly, right, not just for the time pass, wholeheartedly, if you do, then people get to see. When you dance, isn't dance a source of career? Dance is also a source of career, right? But again, not for the time pass. Okay, so that's how you get to see. So you did dance and maybe you could not do it properly, so you got to know that I am not a good dancer, I don't have this talent. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And let me also tell you the definition of talent. How do you get to know whether I have talent or not? Because let's say two people are doing the same thing, then one person would be able to do it very fast, very quick, very nice or nicely, right? And second would be putting efforts, but he will not be getting the excellence in it, right? So that's how you get to know about your talent. And in your school and college, there is like talent is not required. Here that intelligence comes, right? And how do you get to know whether you are intelligent or not? So all the people are putting efforts, but again, you are getting the first rank in the class. Then people or you get to know that you are most intelligent person in the class. But after you took admission, in the case of learning English also, right? Obviously people have to take a risk. Only then they will get to know whether I would learn it or not. When you took admission here, you also took a risk, right?
Yes, sir.
And then obviously you became excellent. Now you are able to speak in English by putting some efforts. Then, but after taking admission, you got to know. And after, because you were consistent also, right? You remained consistent. So that consistency is also required. Then you get to know whether you have the talent or not. So before you choose your aim, actually you have to try yourself into all the fields, whatever you come across. And while doing, you will get to know which talent do I have or where am I going to be excellent. Right? So you should choose, you should do the same. Right now, if you ask me personally, why did I become the trainer or the teacher? Because first of all, I learned English. Okay? So then, when I had put my efforts in learning English, I got to know I had the intelligence to learn it.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yeah.
Then I learnt it. Then why did I become the communication trainer? Why did I become? Because when I used to teach people, I used to enjoy teaching it.
Yes, sir.
Right? It was not like a task for me. It was never a burden for me. I always enjoyed teaching people. That's why I chose to be a teacher or a communication trainer. Right?
Yes.
So I chose my aim like that because I love doing it. I love interacting with people.
Yes, sir.
So before you choose your aim, you should see what are you passionate about. In which, how does the time fly away? You don't get to know. If that task looks like a burden to you, you will never going to succeed in that. Okay? So you have to see what you enjoy doing.
Yes.
Not like by getting influenced by others.
Yes, sir.
Right? That's right, because my father was a doctor. He asked me to become a doctor. So I thought of becoming a doctor.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Yes, sir.
Do you really feel like a doctor? When you imagine yourself as a doctor, do you feel awesome? Do you feel ecstatic?
Yes, sir.
So you have to see that when I'm a teacher by my own accord, right, with my own wish.
Yes, sir.
Yes, not reluctantly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, not by force. Many people do the jobs under the compulsion. That is the reason they are never good in that particular task. They would be just passing time,
Yes, sir.
right? Let's say you do dance and you dance for 3-4 hours. Still you say, I enjoyed. But somebody would be there after just dancing for 10 minutes. He will say, I am tired. And
Yes, sir.
and he would be making kind of the gloomy face, right? So he will never be able to excel in dancing.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Still, if you have any question, any query, you must ask me.
No, sir.
Any other question? Okay. Right now, I mean, it is enough for today.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
in this podcast. Right
sir.
now, podcasting is a lot prevalent. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so actually, I give the chances to the students because I want to see your interviewing skills. There is a possibility you may have to go to somebody to interview the person, right? So in that case, you should have good questions to ask, right? Whatever the question you asked, है ना, जो भी क्वेश्चंस आपने पूछे हैं, ये आपने हमें बता के तो नहीं पूछे हैं
No, sir.
कि हम आपसे सर ये क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे.
No, sir.
हाँ, ये भी बता देना जरूरी है क्योंकि सम पीपल हैव द स्केप्टिकल माइंड, है ना. लोग कहते हैं ना कि आप प्रिपेयर्ड क्वेश्चन या पहले से आपने दे रखे हैं वही क्वेश्चन पूछना मुझसे, राइट? दैट सो वी डोंट एक्चुअली कंडक्ट सच सेशन एंड वी विल नेवर कंडक्ट सच सेशन कि इसमें हम आपको पहले से बताएं कि आपको हमसे यही क्वेश्चन पूछने हैं लाइक दैट, है ना.
Yes, sir.
तो दीज आर एब्सोल्युटली स्पॉन्टेनियस.
Yes, sir.
आप लोगों ने अचानक से पूछे हैं कि मतलब
Yes.
मुझे बताए तो नहीं थे पहले से, बिफोर द कैमरा वॉज ऑन,
No, sir.
राइट? तो इसी तरह के सेशंस और भी होंगे एंड आई वांट टू आस्क यू हाउ डिड यू लाइक दिस सेशन?
Good,
Very
sir.
good.
इट वाज गुड.
Yeah.
एंड अबाउट योर लर्निंग फ्रॉम इंग्लिश मेनिया, आपकी लर्निंग इंग्लिश मेनिया से कैसी रही अब तक?
Sir, that is fantastic.
दैट इज फैंटास्टिक. यू एंजॉयड इट?
Yeah.
ओके. सबसे ज़्यादा मतलब व्हाट डिड यू लाइक द मोस्ट? अब मेरा इंटरव्यू शुरू होता है.
Okay.
इंग्लिश मेनिया में लर्निंग के समय तुम्हें सबसे ज़्यादा अच्छा क्या लगा था?
Sir,
Simple question.
communication with all students.
Communication with all
Group
the.
discussion.
ओके,
Yeah.
ये तुम्हें अच्छा लगा.
Yes.
एंड व्हाट डिड उमा लाइक?
Whenever I do debate.
When you do debate,
Yes.
so you like doing debate
Yes.
with the students. ये तुम्हें बहुत अच्छा लगता है, राइट?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, इनिशियली जब तुमने एडमिशन लिया तो शुरुआती प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं ना, जिनको हम कहते हैं टीदिंग प्रॉब्लम्स,
Yes.
राइट? तो तुमने उनसे ओवरकम कैसे किया? मतलब जो है शुरू में एकदम बिल्कुल जीरो थी तुम, है ना, व्हेन यू स्टार्टेड, राइट? तो वो जो प्रॉब्लम्स, व्हेनेवर यू केम अक्रॉस द प्रॉब्लम्स, तो हाउ डिड यू डील विद देम? हाउ डिड यू हैंडल?
Okay, sir. When I came here in English Mania, so that time I didn't know how to speak in English and I didn't have a confidence. But now I get a too much improvement and
हाँ, बट द क्वेश्चन इज वो कैसे आया? बीच में तुमने क्या किया? वो तो आई नो दैट यू आर एबल टू स्पीक नाउ, बट
Okay,
हाउ डिड यू
sir.
गेट इट?
Actually I saw where
आई सॉ.
yeah, I saw many video
हाँ,
conversation.
शोनी शानी है ना, सा. आई सॉ.
I saw
Hmm.
a conversation video
Hmm.
and learn too much vocab
Hmm.
and speaking front of camera
Hmm.
at home. That's why I am able now.
दैट्स व्हाई यू आर एबल नाउ,
Yeah.
राइट? ओके, चलो आज की इस वीडियो में हम इतना ही रखते हैं.
Yes.
इट वाज नाइस कॉन्वर्सेशन विद बोथ ऑफ यू एंड इन आफ्टर सम डेज आई विल आल्सो कंडक्ट वन मोर सेशन, सो यू कैन बी रेडी विद सम अदर क्वेश्चंस,
Yes.
है ना? बट आप मुझे बताएंगे नहीं कि विच क्वेश्चन आर यू गोइंग टू आस्क, बिकॉज वी विल कीप इट spontaneous. Okay,
Yes.
so that was it and it was a nice conversation and I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Now you can say bye to all our dear viewers.